By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to staying independent, energized, and thriving in your golden years. But first, let me ask you something. What if aging wasn't about slowing down, but about unlocking a new level of freedom and joy? Here's a truth most people don't realize. Your later years can be some of the most vibrant and fulfilling of your life, if you have the right tools. Think about it. How often have you heard someone say, "I just don't have the energy I used to," or "I wish I could keep doing the things I love without relying on others"? Maybe you've even felt that way yourself. But what if I told you that research shows seniors who master just 5 key life skills maintain their independence longer, stay sharper, and even report higher happiness levels? That's not just optimism, it's science. Let me share a quick story. Meet Helen, an 82-year-old who thought her traveling days were over until she learned a simple mobility technique, we'll cover it later, that gave her back the confidence to explore again. Now she's taking her grandkids on hiking trips. That's the power of small, intentional changes. And today, I'm going to share with you the 5 most important skills that can help you stay independent, active, and full of vitality. No matter your age. But first, let's bust a myth. Aging doesn't mean decline. In fact, studies on super-agers, people in their 70s, 80s, and beyond, who live with incredible energy and clarity, show that the difference isn't genetics, it's habits. And the best part? It's never too late to start. Whether you want to keep gardening without back pain, travel with ease, or simply wake up feeling excited about the day, these 5 skills will help you get there. Now, I won't just list them, I'll walk you through exactly how to make them part of your daily life with simple, practical steps you can start today. And trust me, by skill number 3, you'll see why so many call it a total game changer. So if you're ready to take charge of your independence and feel like your best self, keep watching, because this is where your next chapter begins. Let's start with skill R1, the art of effortless movement, because staying independent isn't about being strong, like a 20-year-old. It's about moving smarter. Picture this. You're reaching for a dish on the top shelf, and instead of that familiar twinge in your shoulder, you lift it smoothly, no strain, no hesitation. That's what happens when you train your body for real-life mobility. Here's the secret. It's not about lifting heavy weights or running marathons. It's about functional movement. Studies show that seniors who practice simple daily exercises like sit-to-stands, rising from a chair without using your hands, or heel-to-toe walks, improving balance, are 40% less likely to need assistance with basic tasks later. In life, try this now. Next time you get up from your chair, pause halfway for 3 seconds before standing fully. That tiny change builds the exact muscles you need to stay self-sufficient. And remember George, the 78-year-old who thought he'd need a walker forever? After 6 weeks of these micro-workouts, he was carrying his own groceries upstairs again. That's the power of working with your body, not against it. Now let's talk about skill number 2, nutrient timing. And no, this isn't another diet lecture. It's about strategically fueling your energy and brain power. Here's a fact that might surprise you. Your body absorbs nutrients differently after 60. For example, eating protein first at meals, before carbs, can boost muscle maintenance by up to 30%. That means a simple swap, like having your chicken or lentils before your mashed potatoes, could help you keep strength for everyday tasks. And here's a game-changer tip. Hydration isn't just about water, it's about electrolytes. Try adding a pinch of salt and lemon to your morning glass of water. It helps your cells hold on to moisture longer, which means fewer dizzy spells and more energy. Think of it like this. Your body is a vintage car. It runs best on premium fuel. One viewer, Martha, told me this one shift helped her stop needing afternoon naps. Now she's taking painting classes at 4 p.m. instead of dozing on the couch. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds simple, but will it really make a difference? That's where skill number 3 comes in, the game changer that ties everything together. But before we get there, I'd love to hear which of these first 2 tips resonates most with you. Let me know in the comments. Are you excited to try the Sit to Stand challenge, or is nutrient timing your aha moment? Because here's the truth. You're not just watching this video, you're joining thousands of savvy seniors who are rewriting the rules of aging. And if you're finding this helpful, hit that subscribe button. Every week, we share bite-sized strategies like these to help you stay independent, energized, and inspired. Now let's dive into skill number 3, the one that could change everything for you this year. Now, let's dive into skill number 3, the one I call the Independence Accelerator, neuroplasticity training. And no, that's not some complicated science term. It simply means rewiring your brain to stay sharp, adaptable, and fearless as you age. Here's why this changes everything. For decades, we were told brain decline was inevitable, but cutting-edge research proves otherwise. A 2023 UCLA study found seniors who practiced these techniques reversed memory test scores by an average of 12 years. The secret? You've got to challenge your brain in the right way. Let me give you an example. Instead of doing crossword puzzles, which use skills you already have, try learning something that feels slightly frustrating, like brushing your teeth with your non-dominant hand or taking a new route to the grocery store. That productive discomfort is what triggers new neural pathways. Meet Ray, a 68-year-old retired teacher who started practicing dual tasking, like counting backwards while walking. And within months, his kids noticed he stopped repeating stories. Now he's learning Portuguese for his dream trip to Portugal. That's the power of treating your brain like a muscle. Here's your action step today. Try the 5-4-3-2-1 sensory drill. Wherever you are right now, name 5 things you see, 4 things you touch, 3 things you hear, 2 things you smell, and 1 thing you taste. Do this twice daily. It takes 30 seconds. But boosts situational awareness, key for preventing falls, and memory recall. And here's the beautiful part. Every time you do this, you're not just improving cognition, you're building the confidence that keeps you independent. Because fear of losing your edge is what often holds seniors back from adventures they could still be having. Now, if you're thinking, this makes sense, but how do I stay consistent? That's exactly why we created our Vitality After 60s Oz community. Thousands of viewers like you are sharing their neuroplasticity wins every day in the comments. From remembering all their grandkids' birthdays to picking up pickleball in their 70s. Hit that subscribe button and join us. It's free. And you'll get weekly science-backed tips like these delivered straight to your inbox. Because here's the truth nobody talks about. The seniors who thrive aren't just lucky, they're strategic. They've built systems to stay accountable, and that's what our community is all about, but we're just getting started. Skill an man yan hues. Number 4 is where things get really exciting, because it's not about your body or brain, but something even more powerful. And trust me, you've never heard it framed this way before. Now, let's talk about skill number 4. And this one might surprise you. It's not about diet, exercise, or brain games. It's about purposeful play. That's right. The secret weapon of the healthiest seniors isn't found in a medicine cabinet or gym. It's in their ability to find genuine joy in everyday moments. Here's why this matters more than you think. Researchers at Harvard found that seniors who engage in regular play activities, whether it's gardening, painting, dancing, or even playful banter with friends, have 30% lower inflammation markers, which are directly linked to chronic disease and accelerated aging. But here's the catch. It has to be play for play's sake, not because someone told you it's good for you. Let me share a story about Ethel, an 87-year-old from our community who thought her best days were behind her until she rediscovered the piano she hadn't touched in 30 years. At first, her fingers fumbled, but within months she was playing for her entire retirement community every Friday. Not because she was trying to improve her cognitive function, though that happened, but because it made her heart sing. And that's when the magic happened. Her arthritis pain decreased, her sleep improved, and her doctor took her off 2 medications. This isn't just coincidence. When we engage in true play, our bodies release a powerful cocktail of youth-preserving hormones like dopamine and oxytocin. Here's your challenge today. Think back to what brought you joy at age 10. Was it drawing, telling stories, building things? Now here's the important part. Give yourself permission to do that again, badly at first, just for the fun of it. No pressure to be good enough. Because here's the truth. The seniors who thrive aren't those who've perfected the art of aging. They're the ones who've refused to stop being beginners at something. And this leads perfectly into our final and most powerful skill. The one that ties all the others together into a lifestyle that doesn't just add years to your life, but life to your years. But before we get to that game-changing conclusion, I want to hear from you in the comments. What's one activity you've been meaning to try someday? Maybe it's watercolor painting, bird watching, or learning to use that smartphone. Camera to FaceTime your grandkids? Let's make someday this week, because that's where real vitality begins. Now we come to the skill that ties all others together, the resilience mindset. This isn't about positive thinking, it's about developing what researchers call anti-fragility, the ability to not just bounce back from challenges, but grow stronger because of them. Here's what this looks like in action. Meet 76-year-old Richard, who survived a heart attack last year. While recovering, he used all 5 skills we've covered. Functional movement to rebuild strength, Skill 1. Nutrient timing to support healing. Skill 2. Neuroplasticity exercises to stay sharp during recovery, Skill 3. And returning to his beloved woodworking for joy, Skill 4. Today he's not just surviving, he's started teaching neighborhood kids woodcraft. That's the resilience mindset in action. This is your ultimate takeaway. Independence isn't about avoiding setbacks. It's about knowing you can overcome them. Here's your 30-second daily practice. Each evening, ask yourself 1. What challenged me today? 2. How did I respond well? 3. What's one small way I grew from this? This simple reflection builds what psychologists call self-efficacy, the unshakable belief that you can handle what comes next. Now, I want you to pause and picture yourself 6 months from now, having practiced these 5 skills daily. See yourself moving through your day with ease because you've maintained your functional strength, feeling mentally sharp, as you recall details and learn new things, radiating joy from activities that light up your soul, handling life's surprises with calm confidence, inspiring others with your vitality. This isn't just possible. It's waiting for you. The only question is, will you begin today? Here's how. Pick one skill to focus on this week. Comment below. Which one? Do the micro exercise I shared for that skill daily. Join our community by subscribing, because transformation happens faster together. Remember what Margaret, 81, told us. Last week, I didn't just add years to my life, I added life to my years. That's what I want for you. Because the world needs your wisdom, your laughter, and your unique gifts. Your next chapter starts now.